for the climax of the evening. The most difficult chart to call, given that you could pick any song ever released. What would you choose as the best song ever? Well, here's what you voted for. Number 10 goes to the Massive Attack for their unfinished sympathy, which they need because they should have finished the track by now. At number 9, the first entry for Mr. Robbie Williams with the appropriately titled Millennium. The next two go to the Beatles. At number 8, they go in with Hey Jude. They beat themselves at number 7 though with Strawberry Fields Forever. The 6th best song goes to Led Zeppelin with their classic Stairway to Heaven. Grunge rears its unwashed head again at number 5 with Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. The ever-present Elvis makes another reappearance at number 4 with American Trilogy. At number 3 is Robbie and the sing-along classic Hey Jules. How does it go again? Number 2 goes to John Lennon and Imagine. But the number 1, the best song of the millennium as voted by you, is Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody.
And I bet you were there already, knew what it was. We've got Bob and Jarvis still here. We've been joined by Miranda Sawyer and also 2 chaps from the winning band from Queen. First of all, we'll start with Miranda. Are you a fan of the number 1 song?
Well, actually, I have to say it was a bit of a bane of my life when I was younger, because it came out when I was about 7 or 8, and everyone just used to sing it in the playground, the kind of Scaramouche bit. And I have to say I don't really like it. But I kind of understand why people have put it there, because there's a lot of construction gone into it. It's like a kind of rock opera, and people can see that there's a lot of effort gone into the making of that song. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be kind of rewarded. It doesn't feel like a song that somebody just knocked off in their 10 minutes in the lunchtime.
How long did it take to make?
It took a long time to make, but I don't think it took Freddie that long to write it, because he had it all in his head. It was like a complete
landscape of his mind.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was a complete vision on Fred's part.
Yeah.
And what did you think? I mean, when he sang it to you or whatever, what did you think? Do you think, Freddie, you're off your head? Or
what you want? Can we have?
You know, when it came to the Scaramouche bit, did you think, what the hell is going on about here, or what?
You have to understand, Freddie had a lot of humour, which perhaps didn't come across to the general public. So there was always an element of tongue-in-cheek anyway. He was always more eager to take the piss out of himself than anyone else was, you know. So
do you know what it means? Do you know what it's all about? Can you enlighten us?
I don't think we'd want to, would we, really? It's a sort of nightmare vision.
It's a 70s rewrite of the green, green grass of home. Sort of.
So do you think it was deserving, Bob, of being number 1, Bohemian Rhapsody?
If you're going to pick songs out of the millennium, then it's totally down to a personal choice. I think Brian identified the key element of Queen, and that is that not just Freddie, but all of them, and I know Roger very well, unfortunately, but take the piss out of themselves mercilessly, and it comes across. They are the grandest of the punk rock bands, but they never appear that. They always appear to be very accessible, and they appear to be lads at the same time as stalking gigantically across these global stages. Yeah. And this song perfectly exemplifies them, even though it came out of Freddie's head. But it is the most fascinatingly constructed song. I don't think it's awkward at all. It doesn't sound like bolted on bits. It sounds like it just effortlessly moves from one bit to another through these devices. And that's brilliantly clever. And you know, if you're not in if you're not in music, then you just accept it as this weird thing that you want to hear again. And if you're in music, you're going, how was that done? Effortlessly. There are some songs stick in my mind that I wouldn't normally get into. Whiter Shade of Pale, which should have been in somewhere in this. Wuthering Heights, Kate Bush. Bohemian Rhapsody. I'd never heard of Queen. And you hear them on your radio or wherever, and suddenly you go, instantly, that's unbelievable.
Okay. Brian, what would be your number 1 then?
I would have chosen probably a John Lennon song. It probably wouldn't have been Imagine. It probably would have been A Jealous Guy. I think Roger would agree with me.
Okay, Roger,
I thought when you played that earlier on,
Working Class Hero,
it was just fantastic. It was the perfect thing to play. I thought it was a great piece of film with it, you know. And,
I was in tears down there. I mean,
it's such an emotional
song. It's so human.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Jarvis, Jarvis.
God Save the Queen, the Sex Pistols.
Miranda?
One of the songs I like the best is that Sly Stone's If You Want Me to Stay, and that's just like a song that just kind of starts off and goes kind of almost nowhere, so and then stops.
Song. That's the one that
and then stops. But I still think it's a fantastic piece of music.
Personal thing.
Okay. Does this feel as something of a tribute to Freddie, the fact that this has become a number 1 song? What would his reaction be?
He'd be very happy.
Yeah, he'd be thrilled.
They not get cut?
I don't think that. I think a lot of people remember the song because it's very memorable, and it just sort of, you know, it's popular.
Song, where's that?
Oh, don't start that now.
I think there's no question that people got it right, really, is there? I mean, you can't.
Shall we see it? Shall we hear it? Thank you very much, all of you, for taking part in the show tonight. Thanks a lot, and well done to you lot. Thank you. Richard.
Okay, my thanks to everyone who appeared tonight, to all our panels, to you, the audience, you at home, and the hundreds of thousands of people that voted for me. Now, here with the best song, thank you very much, here with the best song in the world ever, and it's official here tonight, Party On, it's Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll see you in another 1,000 years. Peace,